So steamy, in fact, the conditions forced the ILH to actually cancel a football game at the half last Saturday afternoon. Jen Benisa tonight with more on that, what you need to know about keeping your cool, as well as preventing and treating heat stroke. Jen.
Well, Dash, the St. Francis versus Damien football game was canceled on Saturday because it was too hot. That's according to the St. Francis sports director. Now, he tells me the decision was made by the ILH to prevent the athletes from getting heat stroke. According to Dr. Robert Ruggieri, preventing overheating is always better than trying to treat it.
You don't need a thermometer to tell you it's hot outside. But when you factor in humidity, it's been consistently in the mid-90s all week. The scorching temperatures haven't prevented people from going outside, but it is making them take precautions.
Focusing on staying under the trees and more stretching, and that's my precaution, is trying to avoid direct light during peak hours.
Are you ever concerned about heat stroke, heat exhaustion?
Hydration is key, making sure that you're queued up on your water and your electrolytes, and usually you'll be okay.
I reached out to Dr. Robert Ruggieri to find out how to avoid becoming a victim of the heat.
Preventing it is the most important thing. Be aware of the people around you who may not know they're getting dehydrated, like I said, especially the elderly or children. Children, I'm sure, will, over-exercise, running around and not realize they're getting dehydrated. So it's important to teach them to hydrate regularly.
He tells me the best way to prevent overheating is to avoid being out in the sun mid-afternoon. Exercise indoors. Wear reflective clothing with SPF. It can keep you cooler and protect you from the sun. Avoid caffeinated beverages that speed up your heart rate. And the most important thing is to drink lots of water. I'm told one of the best natural drinks to help replace electrolytes is coconut water. But what happens when you think you're overheating?
Signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion can be excessive thirst, excessive sweating, palpitations or racing heart, signs of low blood pressure, like fainting, dizziness, weakness, things like that. And also dark urine. The color of your urine can reflect your hydration status.
Ruggieri says if you think you have heat exhaustion, call 911. I wanted to know what you can do to help treat heat exhaustion until you can get medical attention.
You could put a cool cloth on someone and run a fan over them as well. And the evaporative cooling really cools down a person quickly.
Dr. Ruggieri tells me it's actually better to use water to cool someone off instead of ice. When the water evaporates off of the person's skin, it helps to lower their temperature. Dash?